There are moments in football when a team's strength is tested not by the opponent across the line of scrimmage, but by the silence that follows an injury report. Fans pour their hearts into believing the plan is solid, the roster is deep, and destiny is finally on their side, only to see those beliefs shaken overnight. It's painful, because hope feels fragile, like it can vanish in an instant. But first, if you like to stay up to date on all things Washington Commanders, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Yet history teaches us that true contenders don't collapse under pressure, they find a way to adapt. And sometimes, adaptation comes in the form of a bold move that nobody saw coming. Washington's Week 2 loss to Green Bay was already bitter, but the injury to Austin Ekeler turned it into something heavier. The veteran back, expected to balance Jaden Daniels' dynamic offense, was lost to a torn Achilles. In that moment, the Commanders' carefully built plan at running back unraveled. Brian Robinson Jr. had already been moved, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt was handed the future, and now the backfield was paper-thin. Suddenly, a unit designed to be steady looked fragile, and pressure mounted for an answer. That's where Jerome Ford enters the conversation. Sources suggest his name sits on a short list of trade possibilities, and Washington appears as a natural fit. Ford is stuck behind a crowded backfield in Cleveland, with Quinton Judkins and Dylan Sampson climbing the depth chart. For the Browns, moving Ford makes sense before he walks in free agency. For the Commanders, acquiring him could provide exactly what Krosky-Merritt needs, a reliable veteran presence to share the load and protect Daniels from being forced to shoulder too much. But Washington isn't the only team circling Ford's situation. The Chargers, under Jim Harbaugh, are building an old-school, smash-mouth identity with Amarian Hampton and Najee Harris. Adding Ford would turn their red zone game into a nightmare for defenses. The Saints, meanwhile, are quietly reshaping their roster for Spencer Rattler, but Alvin Kamara isn't getting younger, and depth is a necessity. Even Dallas could enter the sweepstakes, given their ongoing uncertainty at running back despite recent signings and draft picks.